break it down for you on why a single mother is allowed to spend child support money on whatever she would like. So let's say a single mother goes to the store on the first of the month and she buys her child all new clothes and all new shoes, and she spends $300 on her child, and now her child has everything they need.
Right from the jump, the speaker addresses the controversy of how child support money should be spent. She's basically saying, I already covered the kids' needs, so I should be able to spend that new check on anything else, including rent or electric bills. Some folks say, wait, that's misusing funds. Others say, once the child's essentials are paid for, it's fair game. Let's see what the comments have to say.
Here's our first comment. I pay $220 monthly in child supports. As long as my kids' needs are met, I don't really care what my ex uses that money for, because I know $220 ain't covering everything.
This commenter takes a realistic approach. He admits $220 doesn't cover a child's total expenses anyway. If the child is cared for, why fixate on whether it goes to the electric bill or a new pair of shoes? Some men believe any help is good help, and this dad knows the mother is absorbing a lot more cost than what child support alone provides.
So if a single mother is paying for everything for her child throughout the month, and the father of her child has to pay $10 in child support, $100 in child support, or $1,000 in child support, every amount is different, and she decides to spend that money on her electric, on her rent, that is fine, because she has already provided for her child.
The rationale here is that mom front loads all these child-related expenses. So child support is basically a partial reimbursement. Critics push back by saying child support should be strictly itemized for the child's direct needs. Let's read another comment to see how people weigh in.
Another user says, if you pay the full bill and then someone pays you back later, that money doesn't go to the bill. It goes to pay you back because the bill was already covered. Why is this hard to understand?
That perspective matches the speaker in the snippet. The father's money is essentially paying her back for costs she's already incurred. It's a practical view. If the child is well provided for, the mother can use child support however she sees fit. Whether you agree or not often depends on how you view the father's role. Is he strictly contributing only to child-related purchases, or is he helping maintain the child's entire household environment?
A lot of these men that are paying child support are only paying what the judge tells them to pay. So they are not helping cover the cost of child care the single mom is paying for just so she could put her child in child care so that she can work to pay for that child care. And best believe those men are not paying for food for the child weekly, are not buying new clothes for the child, are not buying new shoes for the child. They're only sending a set amount that woman has to deal with.
She's clearly calling out fathers who only pay the bare minimum while the mother, in her mind, shoulders the rest. Some men argue the courts set the amount based on their income, so they do what's required. But mothers often feel it's never enough. Let's see how other viewers react.
A commenter says, honestly, this is exactly why I don't even ask for money, because whatever a judge obligates a father to pay is nothing to what a mother spends on that child. Blessed to be able to provide 100% on my own.
This is an interesting twist. She doesn't bother requesting child support because she believes it's too little anyway, and she'd rather have full control. That might work for someone with sufficient resources, but not everyone can go that route. Let's introduce another perspective.
Another father says, I am a single father. Baby's mama can't afford to pay me child support. I let it slide. I don't let that stop the relationship my daughter has with her.
Here's a single dad flipping the script. He doesn't demand support from the mother. He's prioritizing his child's emotional well-being. This underlines the moral side of it all. Support is about the child, not who's winning or losing a money battle.
There's some men out here that can't see their children because the woman feel like he is not paying her enough child support. So you as a woman feel like if he can't pay you no child support, or if he's not paying enough based on what you think he should pay, that he don't deserve to see his child. My sister, you're gonna suffer for that.
Script number 2 highlights a different controversy. Some mothers allegedly block dads from visitation if child support isn't up to their standards. The speaker warns them that depriving a child of a father figure eventually brings negative consequences.
Check this out. When I got divorced, I was paying my ex-wife $600 a month out of pocket for 2 kids. She wanted to be nasty and put me on child support. Now I pay $432 a month.
This father ironically ended up paying less after the court got involved. For men who are already trying, heavy-handed tactics can backfire. Meanwhile, the speaker in script number 2 warns that children ultimately lose if parents weaponize child support.
You didn't need no man to help you raise your kids. Now you catching hell. Some of y'all gonna be ate up with some stuff that even the doctor can't diagnose. And you wonder why shit keep falling apart in your life. You did wrong, and you must pay. Let these men see their kids and stop basing relationships on money. Y'all let money control every decision or every aspect of your life, and it's not right.
The speaker is basically saying, you insisted you didn't need a man, but now you're dealing with behavioral or emotional issues from raising kids alone. It's a harsh assessment that might resonate or offend, depending on your experience. Let's see how the audience responded.
One viewer says, my ex-husband is supposed to pay $219 a month, but I haven't seen a dime, and I'm not keeping my son from him. I allow him to see his child, but he chooses to chase his addiction, then chase our son.
This mom is calling out a father who's absent not just financially, but emotionally too. She's not even blocking visits. He's simply not around. It shows child support battles can vary widely. Sometimes the father wants to see the kids but can't afford more. Other times he chooses to disengage altogether.
Because whether you want to believe it or not, or whatever, that is still that man's children. God don't like ugly. So one of the reasons why y'all can't control y'all sons and y'all can't do nothing with y'all children is because God punishing you for not letting the father be in those children's life. You're a strong black woman. You're an independent black woman. You didn't need no man to help you raise your kids. Now you catching hell. Some of y'all gonna be ate up with some stuff that even the doctor can't diagnose. And you wonder why shit keep falling apart in your life. You did wrong, and you must pay. Let these men see their kids and stop basing relationships on money. Y'all let money control every decision or every aspect of your life, and it's not right.
This snippet blames divine justice for single moms struggling with rebellious kids if they deliberately keep dads away. While it's a strong spiritual perspective, let's see how folks on the internet respond.
You are speaking straight facts. I went through this 21 years, and now she is controlling my daughter for me not to see my granddaughters. It's straight sad.
This man's story shows how the fallout can extend into future generations. He can't see his grandkids because of the mother's ongoing bitterness or resentment. These ripple effects go beyond a single child support check.
Another person chimes in. It happened to me until my daughter got old enough and saw all the money I had sent over the years that her mama told her I had not sent. My daughter moved with me.
In this scenario, the child eventually discovered the truth. The father had been consistently paying support while the mother claimed otherwise. It's a reminder that transparency matters. Kids often piece things together as they get older.
Okay, they had to reset because he didn't show up, but we did get the paperwork done for the reset because the judge doesn't think he's going to show up for the reset. He was served on January 4th, so the judge technically has to give him another chance to come to freaking court. But if he doesn't, this is in default today, okay? But it's pending. Although notified, he did not appear. Sorry, y'all, this is really hard, but it says default temporary order confirming support appearance modification support reserved. So it's definitely pending, just in case people are watching this and don't believe it. So April 23rd, 2008, they found that he was supposed to pay $407 a month. This is pending, but the amount went up to $1,241 a month. That's with modification orders. That's with him having another baby. That's with him not showing up.
Script number 3 deals with a dad who requested a child support modification, but then didn't appear in court. That gamble backfired. The judge raised his monthly obligation to over 3 times the original amount. Let's see how people react.
This is exactly what happened to me last week. Father of my kids asked court for a modification of support. I went and sat there for hours, only for him not to show, and I had literally just had surgery.
She's going through a similar ordeal. Dad asked for a modification, then ghosted the court date. It's inconvenient, stressful, and can lead to bigger court-ordered payments. Failing to show doesn't magically wipe responsibilities away.
The judge did say that they don't have to physically serve him. They'll do it certified letter to the last known address. He was served on the 4th of January, though, for modification orders that he requested. That's why the judge was frustrated, because he was like, he requested the modification. Where is he? The judge did say that they don't have to physically serve him.
The mother in script number 3 is stunned. He initiated the legal process but bailed, leading the judge to consider default judgments. This highlights how child support issues escalate when one party doesn't follow through. Let's hear another comment.
You look pretty, Mama. Good job. I'm glad things are finally moving in the right direction and Dad's getting what he deserves.
Some viewers cheer on the mom, believing if he wanted changes, he should step up and show up. Failure to appear can result in stiffer penalties. This supporter is happy the legal system is favoring her.
But they're going to give him until May 8th, which I think is to get his ass to court. If he doesn't come to court, then we'll talk about issuing a warrant for his arrest, and 20% of back pay will maybe need to be paid. I don't know. Just depends on how I feel that day, I guess. But that's the update. We went from $407 a month to $1,241 a month.
She's essentially saying he can run, but he can't hide forever. Some states get aggressive about unpaid child support, warrants, wage garnishments, even jail time. Let's see how others feel about this situation.
Just laughing because he doesn't care, but now he has to care or spend the next years in jail because he pissed off the judge. Lol, it's about time. Good luck, praying for you and the kids. Love you all.
People are applauding the consequences. From their perspective, if you play games with the court or fail to show, you reap what you sow. It's a cautionary tale that ignoring your financial obligations or skipping hearings only digs you deeper.
Mine asked for modification 2 months before our kids turned 18. He hadn't filled out any required paperwork for income, so the judge gave me what I wanted since I'd done everything on my side.
It's not uncommon for someone to request modifications late in the game, maybe hoping to reduce a last-minute bill. If they don't comply with court requirements, the judge typically sides with whoever followed protocol. It's a clear message. Do your paperwork, show up, or face a tough legal outcome. In all 3 scripts, we see a range of perspectives. Single moms who feel overwhelmed by child support that barely covers expenses, fathers lamenting unfair or dishonest ex-partners, and some people weaponizing support to limit visitation. Child support is a loaded topic with no one-size-fits-all solution. Whether you're a mom wanting stable support or a dad feeling shortchanged, open dialogue and showing up to court is key. If this breakdown got you thinking, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, drop a comment, and share your thoughts. Let's keep the conversation moving. Your experiences matter. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay informed and stay empowered.